Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother? Is that how you left your family?
No.
This is 29-year-old Grant Amato. 3 members of his family are dead, and right now detectives are confronting him with evidence that will destroy every lie he's about to tell.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family?
Over the next 5 hours, Grant Amato will try to convince investigators that someone else murdered his family, that he left before anything happened, that he was miles away when the shooting started. But detectives already know the truth.
You've been arrested, correct? So we have your fingerprints, correct? You understand that? Physical evidence is something I can't manipulate. It's either there or it's not there.
On the morning of January 25th, Seminole County Sheriff's Office receives a call from Orlando Regional Medical Center. 31-year-old Cody Amato, a respected nurse anesthetist who never missed a shift, hasn't shown up for work. His supervisor is concerned. Deputies are dispatched to his home for a welfare check. The home was silent, all doors locked. Deputies forced entry. In the home office, 61-year-old Margaret Amato sat slumped at her desk, multiple gunshot wounds to her head. On the kitchen floor, 59-year-old Chad Amato lay in a pool of blood, shot twice. Near the entrance, Cody's body, multiple gunshot wounds, a gun staged near his hand to look like suicide. 3 people dead, all shot with a .22 caliber firearm. No forced entry, nothing stolen, and 1 family member missing. Grant Amato, the 29-year-old unemployed nurse, who had every reason to want his family dead. Detectives immediately noticed Grant's absence. His car was gone, his belongings missing, and most tellingly, the victim's phone showed suspicious activity after the estimated time of death. Someone had used Chad's phone to text his employer claiming he was sick. Someone messaged Cody's workplace with similar excuses. Attempts had been made to access family bank accounts. By nightfall, Grant Amato was officially a person of interest. For 2 days, he remained free, living as if nothing happened. He withdrew money from his dead brother's account. He continued messaging Sylvia. He checked into a DoubleTree hotel using Cody's debit card. On January 26th, deputies tracked Grant to the hotel.
You're being cooperative, sir. We appreciate that. Some Seminole County detectives want to talk to you, so we're going to get the handcuffs off of you.
Nothing in your pants, correct?
It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe. Now we know you don't have your weapons, we'll get those restraints off of you. We're confident you've been cooperative, everything's good, so we appreciate that very much. It goes a long ways.
He agreed to come to the station for questioning. What he doesn't know is that investigators have already traced his digital footprint. The interrogation that followed would last hours, and throughout it all, Grant would tell lie after lie. Detectives Danny Anderson and Eva sit across from Grant in a small interrogation room. They start friendly, casual, establishing rapport. Grant believes he can talk his way out of this.
Hi, I'm Eva.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm here.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming up here with us. And anytime during this you need to stop and go to the bathroom, want a drink, saying just let me know and we'll be happy to get you. My name is Danny Anderson, and I'm a deputy from the County Sheriff's Office, as is Eva. So we just want to talk to you a little bit, and we'll get this in, out, be on our way. Okay? Full name?
My full name is Grant Amato.
How do you spell Tiernan?
Tierna.
Your date of birth?
May 20th, 1989.
Okay. Home address?
Home address is 2112 Sultan Circle, Julio, Florida, 32766.
Phone number?
For the home or for
The home.
Well, I mean, my original cell phone number was 407-687-0738. Home phone number was 407-971-1422. My cell phone currently doesn't have any service with it, so I mean, it's just.
So you don't have you haven't moved to another number, just that one's no longer good.
My dad had told me that when he disconnected my service, that he also changed my phone number. So I don't know what the new phone number is,
Gotcha.
but I mean, it's probably like you can probably still see it.
Do you have the phone or?
It was in my duffel bag.
Oh, gotcha.
Back there, yeah.
Gotcha. Email, do you have an email or anything if we need to?
My main email is Giamato, all one word, all lowercase. Giamato light, like a light bulb, at gmail.com.
Education.
I have a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing from UCF back in 2011.
What other hobbies do you have?
Besides that, a number of years ago, like, me and my brother were actually, like, gun enthusiasts, and, you know, we did it wrong, where we did it all during when the season was, like, high, so everything cost so much money.
During hunting season?
Yeah, I guess so. Unfortunately, we don't hunt or anything like that. But, we would go, like, clay shooting.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you go?
Primarily the place we went to is, Quail Creek Plantation.
Where's that at?
Like I was telling you in the car, I don't remember the.
No, is it local or is it?
It's like an hour and a half away from here.
You know what county it's in or city?
Quail Creek Plantation.
The only place I know gun range I really know, I mean, that you go do stuff like that is out in Geneva. I
There's
think.
one in Geneva, right?
Yeah, I think there's one out there.
That might be where it is, but I don't remember the city specifically. But we would do the clay shooting, and then we were part of the Volusia County gun and shooting
Gun club or something?
Yeah, whatever it was called. But that was like 2 years ago. The only thing that we really kept up with was clay shooting. But even that, I don't think we've done that for like 8 months or something.
What were you shooting? What was your gun for that? What was you like?
Me and my brother both got the Benelli, like long super magnum, super.
Is it Supernova? I think it is?
Supernova. That's what it is. We both had those, and then during the time where like I was struggling, like in this last 6 months, I sold all of my guns.
Did you keep anything for yourself?
No. I ended up
Got rid of everything.
Got rid of everything. So I was just trying to get some semblance of money in.
Keep up with your payments.
Keep up with my payments, but also because like the whole trip was coming down the line. You know, my brother had to like foot the bill to get the attorney. So you know, it's like there was a lot of stuff.
What did you pay the attorney? You know,
I think it was $8,000 for the holding the attorney.
Retainer?
Retainer fee.
And basically she had to do nothing.
She had to do nothing, and he got like annoyed because he apparently wasn't told that it was non-refundable. But I know that I told him because like I had to send in the document signing it saying this is non-refundable.
I've known of any attorney that takes a retainer that ever gives you anything back.
Yeah.
So I
didn't
hire me. That's what it's going to cost.
Yeah, he didn't get anything back from that, unfortunately, and she ended up, I think, only going through about 3,000 of it.
Mm-hmm. So that's dismissed. You're out looking for jobs, applying pretty regular.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say pretty regular.
Anything left in savings?
Nothing left in savings. I think I had like $300-400. But
brother kind of helped me through.
Yeah. I mean, brother was helping me. My dad was covering the rent that he calls it, which is just like the monthly payment for us to help since we all live at home.
What was that? What did you pay for that?
$600 a month. Yeah. And then
it's not a bad deal, is it?
No. And then I mean he was covering like cell phone. We were paying for our own internet.
I imagine for that gaming on the side, you gotta have better than basic internet, didn't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, out where we live, it's like our street, like the street coming down, I think, at Fort Christmas before you turn in, like that's the dividing line. Everything before you turn into Fort Christmas, all the nice big fancy houses that are on that side, they all have Spectrum and the gigabyte connection. They have everything available to them. But then right when you come down here, where I guess the older neighborhoods are, they haven't branched out everything. So I think it was just AT&T that was providing service. And I mean, we have the highest one, but it's still like, I think it was 50 megabytes download and like 10 megabytes upload. So I mean, it's not that great, but it was good.
So basically, all your computer systems were underworked for what their capabilities.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sure that virtual reality takes up a lot of speed, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Close with your brother Cody? Let's talk about Cody.
Oh yeah. Me and Cody.
Who's older, you or him?
He is. I'm the youngest one. I'm 29. He's 31. My oldest brother Jason is 35 or 36 now.
Who lives at home?
All
three boys live at home?
No. It's just me and Cody, and then mom and dad.
Okay. Tell me about Cody.
Cody. Let's see. Me and Cody had the quintessential rough, like fighting each other and whatnot when we were younger.
The love-hate,
right?
Typical siblings?
But then I would say, like, my junior year of high school, we were all on the weightlifting team together. That's where I got to know a lot of, like, his guy friends. And, you know, we stopped, like, arguing at that point. And then we all, you know, we decided to go to nursing school together. We decided to go to the nurse anesthesia school together. I mean, we did everything together. I mean,
Who's the better student?
He was the better student in everything up through nursing school, and then I was actually the better student in nurse anesthesia school. But there was like again, kind of like with
Are you guys, sorry,
No, no, no.
are you guys at the same time in the same classes?
Yeah.
So you're the
But
exact same.
not for nursing school, not for nursing
No,
school.
I mean for the anesthesiology.
Yeah, we sat right next to each other.
So you're in there doing things together, so you got somebody to study with.
Yeah.
Somebody to bounce things off of and work with.
Yeah, and we would do that all the time. We're burning the midnight oil.
But you were better at it.
Yeah, and that was the one time that he actually admitted that I was didactically more competent than him in that field.
Ever any issues really with him?
No, like I was saying, during this last 6 months, it had been a very trying time. You know, financially, trying to get the job thing going, worrying about this whole what's going to happen with this legal stuff. But like even through it all, I mean, he would like have his moments where he would get extremely upset. Like you know, he never gets violent, I guess you could say. But like at one point, he got so upset that he like pushed a cabinet and then it like dented into the wall. And so he'll like lose his temper, kind of like my dad. But yeah, I mean, at least with me, he's always been like where he's there for me. Like whatever it takes, regardless of what's happening, I'm gonna take care of it for you. And I mean, over like the last 6 months, I mean, it's been sad for me because like I see everything that like he's doing and like I can't be like how I've always been with him, where you know I'm helping out too, or I can do something for you.
Right.
You know, where we're kind of on the same playing field. I know that you make more money than me and all that kind of stuff, but it's like, you know, we can do the stuff together. You don't have to pay for my dinner. You know, when we go out with the guys, you don't have to pay for the trip. You know. It's just, you know, I couldn't help relieve his stress, I guess, as well as I always used to.
Grant painted a picture of the perfect brotherhood. Cody, the successful older brother, who always protected him. What Grant didn't tell detectives right away was where all that money had actually gone.
And what were you buying with it?
Well, what I was doing is, over the past 4 months or something like that, I've been talking to this woman online.
Who's she?
She's, as embarrassing as it is, she's a cam model.
A what?
A cam model. Do either of you guys know what that is?
Nope. Just like all the video stuff, you have to tell us.
A cam model, it's like it's like a virtual girlfriend, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Like that type of situation. So a lot of the money went to her.
Okay. Where's she at?
She lives in Bulgaria.
Where?
Bulgaria,
Where's that?
over in Europe. It's like
Okay.
outside of Germany.
Okay.
Something like that.
You ever been there?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't that serious.
So
Okay.
what would you give her money for?
Just for like the time online with her.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was just like that type of thing.
And what did she charge? By the minute, by the hour?
Minute. Yeah.
Okay. And how much is it per minute?
Oh God, I think it was like 90 tokens a minute, and it's like the conversion rate for all of that is like $600 for like 5,000 or something tokens or something like that. So, and then it was 4 hours a night. So I mean that's basically just where all like the costs went to, was you pay real money for the tokens, and you use the company's digital currency for that.
So you do this, and when did you meet her?
I met her at the beginning of July. Yeah, at the very beginning of July.
Okay, and still talking to her?
Still, yeah. I mean, more just on like Twitter, like
Okay.
just through direct messaging. Again, cell phone service doesn't work, so it's like I can't use the chatting like that.
How much do you think you spent on this? Because it's kind of pricey.
Yeah.
90 tokens and $5,000 for how many tokens?
No, it's $600 for 5,000.
For 5,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much do you think you spent on this?
Probably close to like $200,000, I'd say.
$200,000?
Yeah.
And where'd the money come from?
Money came from me, my brother, and then my dad.
Did they know where the money was going to?
They didn't know that it was going to a cam model. I was saying that it was going towards my Twitch streaming, like advertising, like putting my name out there and that type of thing.
Between July 2018 and January 2019, Grant Amato spent approximately $200,000. Every dollar went to one place: a woman named Sylvie, a Bulgarian cam model he'd never met in person. This was obsession. Grant believed Sylvie was his girlfriend. His family saw it differently. They saw a 29-year-old man spending his brother's money, his father's retirement savings, even his mother's paycheck, all to fund a fantasy relationship with someone who was paid by the minute to talk to him. When Chad discovered the truth in December 2018, he forced Grant into a treatment facility in Fort Lauderdale called Cornerstone. Cost: $15,000. Paid by Cody. The facility's diagnosis after 2 weeks: no addiction, just situational stress. But when Grant returned home on January 4th, Chad presented him with a written list of rules. Stop talking to the woman, get a job, contribute to the household, break any rule, and you're out, forever. And Chad made one thing crystal clear: if Grant ever stepped foot on the property again after being kicked out, he would kill him. For most people, that would be enough. For Grant, it became a countdown to catastrophe. Detectives now focus on the night of January 24th. Grant's story is about to reveal something far darker about the Amato family.
And who was that? Who was keeping? Who was the disciplinarian in the family?
My dad.
And was he the one that decided Jason stays
Yes.
locked in?
Yeah.
What did Mom think about that?
Mom didn't approve of it, obviously, but back in that time, my dad was a very, angry, violent type person.
Overbearing?
Overbearing. He would push my mom, and one instance, it was getting to that age where me and Cody were kind of getting old enough to maybe be able to do something if she needed our help. And I remember her and my dad were in their room, which if you go down the stairs, it's right there to the left. We heard our mom yell that he's hurting me, and then me and Cody run downstairs and we go into the room, and then we're trying to get our dad off of our mom, and then my dad elbows back, and that's when my nose has got its little bridge right there. But I mean, that's how he was, spankings with a 2x4. Baseball practice, it'd be 4 or 5 hours, and he's hurling the ball as fast as an adult can, and we're 7th to 8th grade trying to catch this stuff. Yeah, I mean, definitely very overbearing, but he would always rationalize that he's just trying to secure our future.
Violent towards the family?
Violent towards my mom and towards me, never to and towards Jason, but never to Cody.
Why?
I mean,
Cody his favorite?
Yeah.
Of the 3 boys?
Yeah. And with that, I mean, I could kind of see it, but Cody also never really made any mistakes. He did a few things wrong. He lied a few times. He cost my dad some money a few times, but he was never a repeat offender, I guess you could say, whereas me and Jason, we had that difficulty where it's okay, we got a C or we got a D on something, and I just don't want to tell Dad about it.
Sure.
But then he would find out, and then,
Dad ever abuse you?
When we were younger.
How so?
Spankings with a 2x4, and then he'd use it was a 2x4 that was fashioned into a paddle called the lightning rod, I think is what it was called.
That?
No, he broke it on me.
I'd be sorry. I would probably say it was my dad. Take it out and burn it.
Yeah.
So he didn't have it anymore.
But yeah, he would he'd do that, and then he'd push you around. He wouldn't punch you. He wouldn't bruise you.
Slap you?
He never slapped me, but I guess I should say the only place that I ever got bruised was on my butt from being spanked.
Belittle you?
He would belittle me when I was younger, but again.
How long since you've been out of work?
No, I mean, not really. He would just make me feel bad that, like, he would make me feel bad that Cody's doing all this stuff to, like,
And you're not.
and I'm not. Like, I'm not contributing.
You're not as valuable, maybe.
Right.
Maybe that's not the right word, but you're not, like I said, contributing enough to what needs to be done.
Right, and then...
But nobody knows better than you that you want to be out there,
right.
you want to have it.
And, I mean, the problem, I guess, was that I was always, like, the jokester, the one that could calm everybody down, make everybody smile. If it was a heated situation, I could say a joke or something and then make everybody kind of move past it. And I was just in the point where it's like, you know, I'm hearing, you know, all this stuff from Dad. I'm seeing how much Cody's helping me. You know, Mom's stressed out with her job. And it's like I'm not doing anything. And it's like I'm in that situation where it's like I'm not doing something because I don't want to. I'm held out because I'm waiting for this whole legal thing to get taken care of and then for jobs. And it was because when I had gotten back, my mom and Dad were, you know, dealing with a lot of the financial stuff while we were up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got back, that's where my dad started to get really kind of overbearing. And, I mean, rightfully so. I know what I did. But it's like with him, it was every single day, hours a day, hours a day. He'd come home from work, and then he would just talk to me just about the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again. And
did it get heated?
He would get heated, but
How about you? Did you get heated?
No, I mean, I was, you know, I was always the person in the family where, like, my brother Cody would interrupt my dad when he was talking. My mom would interject and say, you can't be saying that or whatever. But for me, I would just sit there and I would just let my dad talk so that he could say everything that he wanted to say. And then if I saw that it was something that he wanted me to respond to, then I'd respond. But I would never be heated to him,
Sure.
Especially if I felt like I was in the wrong.
Right. Through all this, you think you were in the wrong?
I mean, yeah.
To some extent?
To some extent, you know. Spending that amount of money, it's idiotic to do that, you know, especially when you're not making it.
So $200,000.
Right.
When was the last time that you and your dad did have, you know, a heated conversation?
It would be Thursday, because one of his rules was that I wasn't allowed to talk to the woman anymore that I had been talking to. But I guess you could say behind the scenes, my mom would let me talk to her through her cell phone using Twitter. And, you know, she would tell me, like, look, you have to keep it just basic, because if you say anything or if you entice anything or do anything like that, it might lead her to say something to, like, my dad or something like that. Because,
how would she get in touch with him?
Because apparently when I was in Cornerstone, my dad told her, because he had, like, hacked my computer or something like that, and then he found everything.
Is he an electronics guy like you and your brother?
Except he's more of that, like, hacking level, like, able to do all that stuff. So he had found, you know, like, just the stuff that was related to her. And then, you know, he erased my whole entire computer. He put a password on it. So it's like, even when I came back up until Thursday, like, I wasn't able to go onto my own computer to look at anything.
He's treating you like a small child.
Right. And rightfully so. I mean, spending that amount of money, I was acting childish. I can kind of get it. But, so yeah, anyways, on Thursday, he had apparently found out that I was speaking to her again. Mm-hmm. And when I came back on the 4th, my mom picked me up from the Cornerstone place. And then me and my mom met my dad at California Pizza Grill or Kitchen in Waterford Lakes. Mm-hmm. And he had this list, front and back, on a piece of paper of all the rules. This is what's going to happen. This is why I'm acting the way that I'm going to act. I'm not going to be Dad anymore. I'm going to be Chad. And I basically told him that I'm going to be present. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to start trying to get jobs now. I told him what my plan was. You know, it wasn't really my intention to continue talking to this woman, but it just kind of happened. And then because there was, like, that emotional connection, I guess you could say, between her and me, like, I like, you know, it felt like a relationship, you know. I didn't want to just stop cold turkey on it. So he had apparently found out, and then
Unhappy.
Right, and one of the stipulations was that he told me at the dinner was, if you speak to this woman again, you're out of the house. I'm kicking you out. You can pack up your shit, and then you're off my property. And then, because of the way that he used to be, he had told me that basically if that happens, that if I ever step back onto his property, that he would kill me.
Grant claimed he left the house Thursday night around 9 p.m., met Cody down the street at 10:30 p.m. Cody gave him his debit card and said, "I'll take care of it." A simple story, except it was completely false.
I know better. Listen to me. I know better. I can help you, Grant, with honesty. I can help you with honesty.
We think something else happened before you left the home that you're either afraid of or embarrassed to talk about. But we need to know exactly what happened because, like Danny said, we can place you there at certain times. And so we need to know what happened before you left that house because you didn't leave with everything being okay.
I honestly, I don't have anything else that I can really say. I mean, I don't know.
Do you even know why law enforcement got involved? Like what brought us to that home?
No,
You just said it. You know something bad happened there. Out of your voice, not mine. I have not told you anything what's happened there. Something bad happened. You're here with us for a couple hours. You admit that you've looked at a site and seen something bad happen because the video is not of just a general area. It's of a specific location, correct?
Yeah, I saw like a driveway or something.
Whose driveway did you say?
I don't know. I saw like there was like a gate. There was a gate, and then I saw like that there was like two cars, but then I didn't see anything past that.
Okay.
Well, is that driveway and gate your home?
I honestly did not fixate on it for like a long period of time. I saw like the one with an actual like gate.
You've been here with us. You think something bad has happened at your house, and to date, so long you haven't even asked us about anybody.
Well, that's because for the last time that I was arrested, I mean, like nobody would tell me anything.
Once you start telling me something that's truthful that I know, then we're going to have a conversation of exactly what happened.
I mean, you're a smart guy. You know something's happened at your home. You have law enforcement here. You haven't heard or gotten any
Well,
emails
I
from your
mean,
family.
I'm just scared as to what the answer is.
Well, you need to help yourself by filling in the blanks of what happened that night so we can give you the answer. Did anything more happen with you and your father besides him grabbing you up from the couch and yelling at you and kicking you out? Anything at all? Did he harm you, hit you,
No.
draw any weapons on you?
No, he didn't do anything like that. I mean, he was just yelling.
This is the time to come to Jesus, to be honest, because you know more. I'm looking in your eyes tell me exactly that you are hurting inside. I get it. Brother, I get it. You're hurting.
And this is the
You're
only
scared.
time we can help you.
Because once we get to a certain point, there's nothing I can do. It's in the hands of who has it. Nothing I can do. Honesty is always the best policy. You get caught stealing a car, you admit to it, I get it, how can I get help? What can be done to help me? And let me tell you the rest of my story. You're holding
And if
back.
something happened that you were defending yourself, then we need to know that. If you were protecting yourself because you were in fear, then that makes sense. But we need to know exactly what happened for you to protect yourself.
Once, a wise man told me one time, once a bomb goes off, you can't defuse it. You can't. That's already out there. Now is the point to say, how do I put Band-Aids on myself to minimize the injuries I have? And we're giving you that opportunity. I want to give you that opportunity. I don't think you're a bad guy at all. I really don't. I think you're going through a very stressful and emotional time right now with being out of work and just dealing with all the problems with the arrest. You're probably not used to depending on somebody to pay all your bills. So now you have to do mom and dad or have to give you money. Cody's having to give you money. And there's a significant debt to people. $200,000, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, mortgage, yeah, I get it, or something like that, or a medical bill for my child, yeah, I get it. But talking to some girl, in Bulgaria, you hit it right on the head. You were embarrassed about it, and you have nothing to be embarrassed about.
And you said you had a connection with her.
Sure.
And
Here it is, man. I want to help you. She want to help you. You gotta come to me with the truth now, because I already know the truth. I do. Here's the chance. You can shake your head no and say I don't know. You do know, and I know you know. She knows. She knows you know.
There's a reason you didn't go back to the house. There's a reason why you haven't tried to reach out. I mean, it's odd you haven't heard from anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's words that, like, I can't think of to even say. But I'm assuming that, you know, when you see that there is a shooting somewhere and it's around, and it has to do with my family.
Your family has no known enemies. Nobody has a problem with them. Nobody.
Right.
Continue what you were saying. You said when you
But,
figured
I mean,
the
it's
shooting.
like, I don't know how to even say the words.
Well, give me a roundabout what you're thinking.
That somebody in my family's dead.
And how does that make you feel if you're thinking that?
I have absolutely no ability to comprehend the words. Because, like I said, I've been there for my whole entire life. And even though there's been struggles and everything like that, there has never been any issues.
There's never been the struggles or the issues like happened Thursday. Never for you. I believe you 100%. I believe it's never been like that. But something happened Thursday unlike anything you've ever experienced in 29 years of your life. Never.
And maybe you felt that was rock bottom for you. You were getting kicked out of the house. Your father gave you an ultimatum. I mean, that's, you know, you're already dealing with the debt, and, you know, now you have to stop talking to this girl, and now you're being kicked out of the home. I mean, I can understand how you would feel. I mean, that you'd want to lash out, or, you know, if something happened, you'd want to defend yourself.
Sure. Absolutely.
But we need to know what happened.
I mean, I can tell that you guys are, like, leading me into a certain way of what...
The only thing we're leading you to is wanting to get the truth from you. Not trying to make you say something that's not true, that's not accurate. The truth, the end. That's it. That's all we want is the absolute truth. Because it's got to come from you. It can't come from us. It can't come from us. Do we know what happened? Yeah, we already know what happened. But it has to still come from you, the truth. Because the parties involved, that's, in all cases, you want the truth from them. I don't want somebody to say something that's not true. Absolutely not. I want them to say, this is what happened, and here's why it happened. Because sometimes there are things that are justifiable. I'm dealing with a case right now where some people were jumped in a house, there was a shooting, and the people involved in the shooting are not going to be charged because they have the right to defend themselves. Nothing in the state or federal law says you have to be seriously physically harmed or killed. Nothing does. You have a right to defend yourself. Absolutely, you have a right to defend yourself.
If you're in fear of
Sure.
you being hurt or your life.
But Grant, I just need you to come. It's there. It's there. I can see it. It's on the tip of your tongue. You want to say, let me tell you what happened. I'm being honest. I think you're being honest about 95% of the story. I truly do believe you're being honest about that. I think it's that 5% as most people, because they're afraid to actually talk to us and tell us their story. And sometimes we can help justify their story once they tell us the truth. It's a fact. It happens that people are afraid to tell things. They're afraid, oh, I'm gonna get, you know, you're not gonna believe me, you're not gonna like me, you're gonna think bad of me. It's not the case at all. I have no opinion one way or the other. I don't know you. I don't think bad of you. I just don't know you. If you're a friend, I would think different of you, or somebody I know was something else, or had previous dealings. Yeah, I may have an opinion, but I don't have an opinion of you. I just don't, because we don't know each other. We've never contacted each other, have we?
No.
So there's no reason for me. But I've been honest with you the entire time, and I will continue to be honest with you till the remainder of my career at the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. I'll always be honest with you. Call me and say, hey, this is. I'm going to tell you. Again, you may not like it, but I'm going to tell you. That's just me. And some people don't do that, and some people will tell you things that are misleading. I'm not going to tell you anything that's misleading, because that's my word. That's my integrity. That's my character. now's the time, my friend. I want to help you. She wants to help you. And I'm telling you, I'm going to help you. Anything I can do within my power to be honest with you. I'm going to. That's it. But I got to have the truth from you. I can't get it from somebody else. I can't get it from her. I can't get it from other people I work with. It's got to come from you. I already know. I'm telling you, I already know. I got a couple more years. I'll retire. I'm going to take my career with me and be happy with what I've done because I've been honest with everybody. I'm asking you to be honest with me too. I want to help you.
I mean, apart from the times maybe being wrong, I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about what transpired during the nighttime.
So when you left your house, everybody was fine.
Yeah,
And when you left Cody,
everything was fine.
well, we got called to the house because Cody didn't show up to work. So law enforcement goes over there, and can you tell us what we found? What do you think we found when law enforcement arrived at your home?
I mean, you guys are talking about guns and you're talking about other things and then the website and everything, that something happened to him.
Who's him?
Cody?
Did you do anything to Cody?
No.
Did you do anything to your mother?
No.
Did you do anything to your father?
No.
You have any reason to believe that anybody else would harm them?
No, the only thing that I was told was that Cody would take care of it for me. And that's all that I know.
But you didn't tell Cody what your father said to you, correct?
Correct.
So when Cody made those comments to you, what do you believe he meant by that? Have you guys ever talked about?
That he was I thought he was just gonna do what he always does, which is where he just talks about it and he figures out whatever strategy he needs to.
So if anything happened in the home to bring law enforcement there, what would you think happened?
That there was a shooting.
Between whom?
I don't know, between Cody and my dad.
And why would you think that?
To protect me, or to help me, or to do something with me.
So you're telling me you did not shoot Cody,
No.
your father, or your mother?
No. I mean, I don't know, what more I can say.
Well, when law enforcement arrived, that's what they found. So you're the only outstanding child. You're the one that's been having problems with your dad. You're the one that we haven't been able to find for 2 days. Do you understand now why we would be questioning you about this?
Grant's phone connected to the home Wi-Fi at 8:44 p.m. Thursday night, hours after he claimed to have left. GPS tracking proved he never went where he said he went. And on Friday, after the bodies were discovered, license plate readers caught Grant driving past his house multiple times. He saw the police presence, he saw the news vans, and he never once stopped to ask what happened. Someone who discovers their family has been murdered doesn't drive past their house repeatedly without stopping. Someone who killed their family does. Detectives lay out everything they know. There's nowhere left to hide.
I've seen
So
it.
what is it you need
over.
to tell us that we're missing?
Step over.
I mean, the only thing that I know is just that, I mean, I left the house later than what I had said.
Jimmy.
Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother? Is that how you left your family?
No.
Nobody else went into that house.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family? If you were trying to defend yourself or something else happened, we need to know now to help you. So tell us what happened, Grant. We're here to listen to you.
Grant, you need the truth. We're here to make this right. You got to tell the truth. It's on the tip of your tongue, my man. I get that. It's
Did your
tough.
father go after you and you try to protect yourself?
No, I didn't do any of this.
There's something that's going to come up that is going to make this all come real. I'd rather it come from you than have to do it that way. 'Cause
The evidence tells us what happened. You have to fill in the blanks. They can't tell me what happened.
Fact, I know. She never held a gun. She didn't have a gun that night. Fact, he never fired a gun. Fact, he never fired a gun. Never did. This is the person right here, Mom, who always stuck up for you. Something happened so bad that caused her death, your dad's death, and Cody. And I'll tell you just about how it happened. 1, 2, 3. Based on evidence. Based on evidence. I know he did not shoot your mom. I know he didn't shoot your dad. I know he didn't shoot himself. And I know from video surveillance camera in the neighborhood, nobody else came to that house. I know. I can account for everybody that went to the house. I know.
So tell us what happened.
I know it. Listen to me. Hey, I know. Video surveillance tells me everything that happened this night. I'm telling you. Of people that you'd be surprised who in your neighborhood has video. And I know that there's only 4 people was at this house during this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me. You got to tell me, man. You got to tell me. Get over that hoop. The video, if you're sitting there saying no, and video shows something else, guess what? Big problem. Because it will wind up later on that you can't get any help from anybody. A lot of this, what people make decisions on, is honesty. Was somebody honest? Of course you're going to be somewhat dishonest at some point. We get that. We understand that. But at some point when you have that come to Jesus time that now I need to really, I got to tell you what happened. This is it. This is it. Video tells me everything I need to know about this from the neighborhood.
And you're the only one left to tell us.
I know it's hard to look at me, Grant, look at me, look at my eyes. I know it's tough, man. I do. It's a tough thing to say, but we need to know what caused things at your house that night to become so bad that we're this. He's violent. We know that. He's got a gun on. We get it. Cody just probably ran around, or went around with a gun because he normally did. He walked in the house and was shot the minute he walked in the house. The minute he walked in. We see trajectory, we find the projectile, we've got everything on that. He's shot over here and is brought over here. See it over there. We found the bullets in the house. Mom's sitting her thing with a glass of wine, doing her thing, and she's shot. You just got to step over and tell me, man. I want to help you. I do.
The evidence is going to be there.
Most people I would
We have
not.
cartridge cases, we have projectiles.
And fingerprints.
So you just need to tell us what led up to this.
You've been arrested, correct?
Yeah.
So we have your fingerprints, correct? You understand that? Physical evidence is something I can't manipulate. It's either there or it's not there. Didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun. None of them did. None of them did. Cody did not go home.
Or did your father point a gun at you?
No, there's nothing else that I can say.
Then this is not going to end up the way you want to with what you're telling me right now. Factual items do not support what you're saying. Nothing that we can make up, or I think, or she thinks, or whoever thinks. You got to be honest. The minute you start being completely honest, and you're pretty honest, I'm not going to say you're not. The minute you tell us what happened to get this to here is the second that we start moving forward with healing. You say you can't something, yes you can. There's something that you have done that proves different. I'm telling you. I don't know how else I can't make it any clearer. There's something there. Just tell me. Tell me.
You know, the only thing that I have is just the times in which I left the house. You know, there was an argument when Cody had gotten home, and then there was nothing that he could do to help me. So I don't remember the exact time when I actually left, but I had left later than what I had said.
So you were home when Cody got home?
Yes.
Tell us about that. What time did he get home, and why did he come home?
I mean, he got home at, I think, like 10:30. I still think that's when he got home, was like around 10:30. I don't know why he was able to leave early.
And what was going on at the house when he arrived?
My dad and my mom were arguing, and then I was still just packing up all my stuff, or gathering the things that I could gather. And then when Cody got home, he started to transgress with my dad, and I was still kind of just staying out of it and doing my own thing. And then the end result was still the end result, and then I had to still leave.
And then, so is it true that you still met Cody up the block, or was that?
No.
So you didn't meet him up the
No.
block? So why did you tell us that?
I don't know.
Alright, so then, now let's start from the time you and your father started having the argument, about 6:30 you said, when he got home?
Yeah.
Tell us exactly what happened from that time on. Even what was said.
I mean, it was just a lot of yelling. I mean, it was everything that he had been telling me for the past months and months and months about just how I had ruined his retirement and how I had pushed him back, and now, he'd never be able to do the things that he wanted to do because I had saddled him with a lot more expenses. And that I had told him that, once I can get a job, then I have plans to make amends for the things that I had caused for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And he's yelling.
Yeah.
He's heated. Are you yelling back at him?
No, I had never yelled at my dad.
And are you sitting on the couch downstairs, like you said?
I was in the living room, yeah.
And at what point does he put his hands on you?
It's just it's like maybe 5 minutes into the conversation. There wasn't really anything that was a trigger that I can think of.
What was your reaction when he grabbed your shirt and pulled you up?
I had always been passive, so I didn't fight back or anything like that. I just tried to get my grounding, and then we were just standing, and it just continued on.
And then what?
And then after that, I started the whole process of gathering everything.
And where's your mom at this point?
She was still in her office.
Did she intervene at all?
She had gotten up to say that, you need to settle down, or some sort of diffusing statement that she always used to make. And then my dad yelled at her to stay out of this, and then she just went back into there.
Okay, and then what? What happened next?
Then it was just a lot of yelling and confrontation between me and Dad, but there wasn't anything more physical about it. And like I said, I was just going up and about, getting my stuff and taking it out to my car and getting back whatever I could gather.
And what'd your dad do while you were doing that?
He was just following me around.
Just making sure you were gathering your stuff to get out?
My possessions, and not taking anything of his.
And how long did that go on before Cody shows up?
I mean, that was like for 4 hours or something like that.
So you did that for 3 hours,
Yeah.
gathering your stuff.
And dealing with Dad, and because it wasn't just like
So
he
just
wouldn't.
pack up those 2 little bags you brought. Was 3 hours?
Yeah, he wouldn't just. I mean, I went onto my computer to back up some stuff onto like some flash drives and I mean all that other stuff, but it wasn't just like with him where I could just go and do my thing. You know, I mean, he would stop me and then we would talk for like an extended period of time, and then I would start to do my thing again, and then it would stop again, and I mean, that's all it was.
Was your father wearing this?
Yeah.
And what about that gun on his waist?
No.
He didn't have that on.
No.
Is this normal?
No. I mean, I hadn't seen him have his gun since like high school.
So he doesn't walk around like this normally.
No.
Why do you think he would be like this?
I don't know if it's because of what he had told me that if I came back that he would kill me.
And like you said, you're afraid of him.
Yeah.
But we're here to this. This is the person that is coming to solve the problems for you, or came home to solve the problems. There's the one who always sticks up for you, including talking to the girl. She talked to the girl in Bulgaria, didn't she?
Yeah.
She had conversations, said that you're not a bad guy, and how this breakup basically has affected you, didn't she? Told him it was bad. Here's the problem: his dad. This one's behind you, supports you. That one's behind you, supports you. This one, I'm sure, cares about you, but is upset because, like you said, you have ruined his plans for retirement, so he can't retire because of the financial loss. How much money did Cody give you? Approximately. 60,000.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Dad gave you how much?
Like 100,000.
Mom gave you how much?
It's like 30,000 or something.
So around 200,000. And the vast majority of this money went to some girl on the internet. So they're upset. I get that. But we know he didn't fire a gun. We know she didn't fire a gun. We know he didn't fire a gun. He shot the second he walks in the house.
At what point does he come into the house?
It's like 10:30
And where does he enter?
through the garage,
So where does he park his car?
under the awning thing.
Outside, not in the garage?
Right.
So do you see him walk in? Or hear him come in?
No.
So you're upstairs maybe, or where are you when he comes home?
When he came home, I was gathering some of the like power bars into my little shoulder satchel thing.
And where are the power bars, in the kitchen, or?
In the kitchen.
So you see him come in?
I hear the door, but then that's it.
And then when do you see him physically?
I see him when he walks into the kitchen.
And what is said?
He asks me what I'm doing, and I basically tell him the quick, short story, because at the time my dad and my mom were talking.
Where were they?
They were in her office.
Okay, and what is the short story you tell
That
Cody?
That Dad caught me still talking to the girl that had caused all the problems, and that he was kicking me out of the house because I had broken his rule.
Did you tell Cody that he threatened to kill you if you came back home?
No, I still didn't tell Cody about that. I had told Cody previously when I went to Cornerstone that that's what Dad was going to do if I had made any more mistakes, not the specific one that I had caused, but if I had made any more mistakes. And then Cody told me that he was going to do that when I went into one of the side offices with him before they officially dropped me off.
When you went to Cornerstone?
Right.
So your dad had told you in the past before that he would kill you?
Right.
For what reason?
For if I basically did anything related to this, again, costing him a lot of money,
And Cody knew about that.
right? He just didn't know about, the one that was just said. Whether or not he knew from, like, the paper that my dad had written out of all the consequences and everything like that.
On the evening of January 24, 2019, after being kicked out by his father, Grant Amato didn't leave. Cell phone records prove he stayed at the house until nearly midnight. Sometime between 9:23 p.m. and 11 p.m., Grant systematically executed his family. His mother, Margaret, shot at her desk while working. His father, Chad, shot in the kitchen. And when Cody arrived home from his shift at 10:30 p.m., Grant shot him the moment he walked through the door. Then Grant staged the scene. He placed the gun near Cody's hand, trying to make it look like Cody snapped and killed everyone before turning the gun on himself. He wiped down surfaces. He collected shell casings. He took Cody's debit card from his wallet. At 12:17 a.m., Grant's phone disconnected from the home Wi-Fi for the last time. He drove to the gas station, used Cody's card to buy snacks and drinks, then checked into a hotel. And for the next 2 days, he lived off his dead family's money, while continuing to message Sylvia, never once mentioning that everyone who opposed their relationship was dead. All of it to eliminate the people standing between him and his fantasy. A woman in Bulgaria who never knew his real name, who was paid by the minute to pretend to care, who had no idea she was the motive for 3 murders. On January 29, 2019, Grant Amato was arrested and charged with 3 counts of first-degree premeditated murder. The jury deliberated hours before returning guilty verdicts on all counts. Jason Amato testified about the devastating impact. The prosecution sought the death penalty, but the jury recommended life in prison, and on July 31, 2019, Judge Jessica Rexedler sentenced Grant to 3 consecutive life sentences without parole. Grant showed no emotion and maintained his innocence.
I love you more than anything in this world, just like I loved Cody, Grant, and Dad. I know Dad was an asshole. I know Cody was an asshole. But they were our family, and they would have never done anything to hurt us. Mm-hmm. The shit you did, you could have been in jail. You would have been in jail for years. Mm-hmm. And they covered it up for you. I have a feeling the FBI is already involved because no matter how much Dad can overcome the money laundering, that's money that was moved. Just because they gave it to you as a gift, you can't just claim gifts as income. The FBI wants to know what the fuck is money being moved in that amount. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. And I probably will have resentment for the rest of my life, whether you did it or you didn't do it. But I need closure. I need to know what happened to my mother, my father, and my brother Cody. Because I wasn't there to fucking help. And that hurts me. That hurts me a lot, man. I may not have been able to stop you. You probably may have hurt me too. But at least I would have known what happened. And now I'm in fucking who knows what now. I'm lost. And it scares me that you want to leave here and not face what happened. Because you're putting my life at risk then. You're putting Donna's life at risk, Grandma's life. How do we know what you're going to do? What happened on the job interview last Friday?
It all sounded good. It sounded like everything was moving forward. And then I was supposed to hear something on Tuesday or Thursday of this coming week.
And? Nothing?
It was just on Friday.
It was last Friday, so it's been a little over a week.
No, it was just this Friday.
That's not possible. Friday was yesterday.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you had a job interview yesterday, but you got kicked out Thursday night?
Right. I had to get my suit and everything and put it into the car.
Okay. Where was your job interview?
It was over on Lee Vista with something scripts. Gotta
So, I mean, so they'd be able to verify that you were there for an interview. I don't know. I'm gonna feel really
I
bad
mean,
if,
this is just, I understand. I mean, I really do. I understand all your thoughts and what you're thinking and everything, and this is just, you know, I know what I did to everybody over the months and everything like that.
I know you did.
And I know that you know the hell of dealing with it every single day when you're trying to move forward.
Yep.
With Dad and Cody and all that stuff.
Yep, and I understand it was probably harder for you because you lived in the house. I had the option of getting out, which gave me the ability to not have to deal with it on a daily basis. I understand the mental struggles you went through with Cody and Dad's relationship, you and Dad's relationship, everybody's relationship in the family. You know how smart everybody is in the family when it comes to medical information. And that's what scares me even more about you.
Jason Amato lost his entire immediate family that night. He stayed out of the public eye, rebuilding his life after an unimaginable tragedy. He carries the burden of being the one who survived, the one who had to make impossible decisions in the aftermath, the one left to remember them all.